Saturday Social, brought to you by EA Sports FC with PlayStation 5.
Okay, Ange, thank you so much for joining me. Firstly, how you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, no, good week of training. Looking forward to it.
Amazing. Well, Ange Postecoglou, I have some of the internet's most asked questions about yourself. You ready?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's kick things off. An easy one, I thought here. How do you say Ange Postecoglou? Are we all saying it correctly?
No, spot on, Ange Postecoglou, which wasn't as easy to say when I was coming through high school. I can tell you in primary school, there was some various versions of it, but good to know people have got onto it now.
Is Ange Postecoglou on social media?
No, mate, I'm a different generation, so yeah, no, and I dabbled in it at times where not active on it, but just to sort of get my news, because I'm a curious person by nature. But it's a weird and wacky old world, mate, and well beyond me. I'm much happier reading a magazine or a newspaper.
So we won't see you on Instagram stories posting on there anytime soon?
And it wouldn't be interesting at all. It would be a very dull account.
I don't know. I'm not so sure on that. We'll see. Does Ange Postecoglou understand the Scottish accent?
It was tough. I would literally sit there at times, and particularly some of my staff, assistant coaches, very strong and Scottish accent and Glaswegian accent, and I'd be sitting there at the dinner table, and I didn't used to say much, and they just thought, well, he's not really interested in that conversation, but I didn't know what they were talking about. I hope they weren't talking about me at the time, but eventually, you know, the year sort of changes a little bit, and you slowly understand, but not the easiest, no.
By the end of it, you were okay?
Okay, to be fair, very similar experience to Japan.
Do you miss Scotland at all? Obviously, the weather may be a little bit different here.
Yeah,
you still keeping an eye on Celtic
Yeah,
results?
absolutely. I love my time there, and I love living in Glasgow. The family, we had a great time, and I love working for that football club. And yeah, I do. I follow their results. I try and watch their games every week, and I've got a connection with that club now forever. It's just a fantastic football club, and just the way, you know, people sort of supported me and treated me the whole time. Not just me, my whole family. Yeah, it's a real sort of strong connection I have there.
Moving on to our next question. It's, what does Ange Ball mean?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think it might have been towards the end of my time in Australia, or maybe in Japan, that it kind of sort of started people using that. I got no idea, to be fair, and I wouldn't want to guess. I mean, I guess it's something that people identify with the teams I manage and the football we play, and fair to say that that's been pretty consistent. There's some principles that have been there my whole career, and I guess people you know, have attached a certain style of football to the way we play.
If there was one principle that you told everybody, this is the way I want to play football, what would that be?
It's hard to break it down to one principle, but certainly it's around just trying to dominate games of football. By that I mean, you know, having more of the ball, playing in the opposition half and trying to score goals. I think that's kind of been the underlying principle of all the teams I've managed.
You were managed by Real Madrid legend Puskas, who obviously had a fantastic career. Did you learn a lot from him in that sense too?
I learned probably from him, the biggest thing I learned is just to be sort of humble and respectful to people, and if you are in that way, then people will respond to you, you know, even as a manager. That's what we responded to. It wasn't his playing career we responded to, it was the fact that he was such a great person, and that was a great lesson.
Well, from one great person to another, is Ange Postecoglou friends with Robbie Williams?
Absolutely not, mate.
I assume you've seen the video.
I have seen the video, and yeah, I think Robbie's got a fairly extensive sort of circle of friends, which I'm not one of.
Where does that rank for you of chance that you've had? Obviously, you had some at Celtic, but to have it so quickly must be quite special.
I've had some less than complimentary ones as well. So it's part of the journey as a manager. So whenever you get one that's complimentary, you take it. It's all great, mate. I love the fact that people sort of put some thought into these things, and it just astounds me how clever. If you had asked me, you know, whether I thought that people could fit Postecoglou into so many songs, I would have told you impossible. So look, it's great. I don't take it for granted, but it's all done with a fair bit of sense of humour, I think, about it.
What is Ange Postecoglou's favourite film?
I do love my movies. I've always enjoyed Shawshank Redemption. It's one I go back to. A lot of Scorsese stuff I don't mind. So yeah, that's kind of my space in terms of, not a massive fan of superheroes or science fiction, but you know, I'll watch pretty much anything.
If there was a documentary made about your life, who would you want playing you?
Oh, no idea, mate. Again, they'd have to be somebody whose weight fluctuates as well.
Okay. Does Ange Postecoglou have a nickname?
I've had a few. Probably the one now at the moment seems to be the one is Big Ange, which I think.
Is that what the players are calling you?
No, the players wouldn't dare call me that, mate. So I think Celtic fans sort of started that one. It's kind of stuck with me, but I've had a fair few in my career, mate. But again, nothing too serious.
Okay. Where does Ange Postecoglou go on holiday?
Greece is our go-to, mate. We love going there as a family. I've loved going there for years, and just about anywhere we go, I feel at home and I enjoy. Love the food, love the lifestyle, love the beaches. Yeah, if we've got a few days to spare, that's our destination.
What does Ange Postecoglou need to change at Spurs?
I don't think it's about needing to change. It's about sort of bringing what I can to the football club, and hopefully with that, you know, people want to sort of go down the road that I want them to. I think when you try and push change on people without there being a real reason to do it, I think it doesn't work. For me, it's more my presence in the place and getting people to believe in me. And once that happens, then I think the adjustments we need to make or the changes we need to make will happen naturally.
Okay, Ange, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you,
Good luck
mate.
the rest of the season.
Thanks, mate.